BP getting hit on two fronts. Its chairman has been summoned to D.C. to meet with President Obama, and more oil may be leaking into the Gulf than previously thought. For insight into what an investor should do in response to these developments, we bring you a Bloomberg best. Jason Gammel of Macquarie Securities is with us now. He covers BP's ADR here in the U.S. He is one of the most accurate forecasters, according to Bloomberg data. Jason, so glad to see you. The last time you were on with us, you said if you don't own the stock, obviously don't buy it. But you also said if you do own it, don't sell it. Have you changed your mind?
Well, we're pretty happy about the first part of that call. The second part hasn't really worked out quite as well. I think the big issue becomes, Deirdre, you really have seen the stock pull back to such a great extent.
Yeah, it's getting killed.
It's getting killed, and you really want to sell at this level. One of the things that we were really basing that on, though, was the fact that the dividend yield was very high, and it's about 9% right now. Tactically, if you're looking for income out of your stock and the dividend gets suspended, then you start to move into a different realm.
So speaking of this dividend decision, I mean, we've heard from BP, from Haywards, from Spenberg that they're going to make the decision on June 27th. What are the chances, Jason, 1 out of 10, they make that decision this weekend?
I think that given that Spenberg is going to be meeting with the president next week, that it probably does not get made this weekend. I think they're probably going to see what the political pressure is actually going to look like before they go forward.
But if you had to handicap the chances of this dividend either being cut, deferred, how high do you think the chances are?
I would actually say that the most likely is that they would actually just suspend the dividend for 1 to 3 quarters. If it's a suspension of the dividend and it's something that you have reasonable confidence that will be resumed again, then that's not as bad of a thing as if they just cut the thing.
Well, I was going to ask you
I think the probability that they suspend it is actually growing every day. I don't know if it's 50% right now, but that's probably something like that.
So, in other words, if it's a one-off, it's not really a red flag to you. But if it's suspended indefinitely, then even though people have lost 35% or more this year, you would still say just sell. It's bad. You took a hit in your portfolio. Get out.
Well, and Ian Reid in London actually covers the stock, so I hate to say what we would do on a ratings basis until I have a chance to talk with Ian. But I would say that it does change tactically what you think about the stock if the dividend is suspended.
Many people say, obviously, this disaster is changing tactically in people's entire view of BP as a company. I mean, are they ever going to be able to do business in the U.S. again?
Well, I think so. I mean, it's a huge piece of their overall business. They're the largest producer of natural gas in the United States, or until Exxon takes over XTO at least. They have major refineries. It's really a situation where their business is so large that I think they have to be an ongoing concern, and I think the government should want them to be an ongoing concern as well.
What do you think about the idea that maybe they just have such tension now with the U.S. that they would sell off parts of their business, not exactly all of their U.S. businesses, but an ExxonMobil, a Shell could be interested in picking up some individual parts?
Well, I think it's probably a little early to get into that territory because we think that they can handle the liability that's going to be associated with this simply through using the balance sheet. If they do want to
even though they're burning $27 million a day.
Even though they're burning $27 million a day. It's a big company. They generate a lot of cash flow. I think the thing of it is if they move towards looking at asset sales, then that's something that is going to have to be a portfolio decision because you want to raise as much cash as efficiently as possible when you do that. So I wouldn't look at just the U.S.
Jason, thanks for coming in. Jason Gammel joining us there from Macquarie Securities.